All right, what's up, everyone? I'm Metalman of Metalman Media, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So, real quick introduction about me. I am active duty Navy by day, part-time cryptocurrency entrepreneur type by night, and everything else. So, I'm very passionate about technology. I'm very passionate about cryptocurrency, which led me to build up this channel. So today, for the first time ever, I'm hosting AMA between three up-and-coming crypto projects making huge waves in the industry, doing big things. And today we're gonna get the word out and talk about what's going on. On top of that, we're also going to talk about crypto charity, why you should care, and why you should be hyped about the future of crypto and what they got going on. So we got three big major guests. We got Sado of Sharity token, we got Brandon Styles of Medi token, and Omar Shands of Sky token. So I've covered their projects in the past. We got everyone in one room. So the way we're doing this is that I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna give each one of them time to like talk about it, and then when we get to the end, I'm gonna let y'all ask whatever questions you got. All right. So first off, since you do introductions, Brandon, mind introducing yourself to the audience?
Yeah, I'm Brandon Styles. I am the CEO, lead dev of Medi Token. Um, Happy to be here. I know everybody that's here, so I'm just excited to be here, able to do this.
All right. Omar Shands of Sky Token, mind introducing yourself?
Oh, for sure. First and foremost, man, I appreciate you for taking the time to meet with these three great projects, man. So kudos to you, Brandon.
Okay.
I love what you guys are doing. Sado, you're amazing, brother. About me, I'm the chief compliance officer for Sky Token. Been in crypto 8, 9 years. Worked at CEXs, helped Meta with Demi. Just love this space, man. I love the technology behind it. I just love to just be in the presence of great projects. So I'm just excited to learn about what everybody is doing and just promote the charity aspect of things and the benefits that it have in the crypto space. And just know people that we really have some great projects out here. So pay attention, man. Board the train before it leaves the train station. I can tell you that.
Got you. All right, Salo, you're up next for Charity Token.
Yep. So I'm the CEO of Charity. Name is Sado. Glad to be up here with my charity brothers, with Medi and Sky Token, and like Omar said, I just love to see the way the space is going. I mean, it's a lot of legit projects out here, and we just want to provide some good.
Got you. All right. Great to have y'all here. Thank you for making time in your busy schedules for being here. So we're gonna jump right into it. All right. So crypto charity. How do you guys feel about it? What is crypto charity in your eyes? Brandon, go first.
Crypto charity, huh? I think crypto charity is no different than regular charity. It's just using crypto assets, another vehicle to provide to charity organizations or to do charitable work. So that, to me, there's no difference than a regular charity or a regular charity act or organization. Is just using another vehicle of monetary means to provide.
Got you. All right, Omar. What do you think for in terms of Sky crypto charity?
I
What's
mean,
your viewpoint on it?
I look at it as a twofold, right? I look at it from it's a feel good thing, right? You have these companies out here that actually are filed for 501(c)(3)s and that actually, if people, investors, especially in the crypto space, might not be just as educated as far as the benefits of donating to charities and the tax benefits, and how it actually is a feel good thing too. So, I mean, my approach is it's a good thing because we have a lot of charities out here that we don't really know where those funds are going to. So you have like what Sado is building with Charity, what Brandon is building with Meditoken. We actually have real life use case, but you also track where these funds are going. So we're legitimate projects. And I'm just excited to just talk about what we're building and let the world know that, that they're all legitimate charities out here with a benefit that helps you, but real use cases well too. So I'm excited, man. We got some good stuff coming down the pipe, all three of us. And you know what's the good thing? We're all cool. We all support one another too. So you will never hear us talking bad about the project. Like we know each other offline. So I want each and every one of these guys to succeed just like they want the same for me. So I'm excited, man.
Got you. All right, Sado, you next.
Yeah, I mean, I think crypto charity is just charity. I mean, it's just pushing the space forward. I mean, honestly, I think we're moving into a new time and age, and crypto is the next thing. Right now, it's only 4% of the world in crypto. So, I mean, I think going forward, once we increase these adoption numbers, I think it's just they're just going to go hand in hand. If you looked at what's going on with Ukraine, I think the new number that's been put out is they raised somewhere between like 60 million in like 2 weeks just with crypto alone. So I mean, I think it just goes hand in hand. It's easier, faster, secure payment, so it makes sense.
Got you. All right. So before I get too far ahead of myself, I want you to introduce your various projects, your respective goals, and what you're trying to accomplish. Let the audience know, like, okay, what you guys are about and what's going on. So, Brandon, what is Medi token? Why should we be hyped?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my answers as short as possible because we got two other great projects here, so I'm not trying to outshine or take up too much of the spotlight here. So, Medi token is basically full utility with a charity focus on the healthcare sector, medical sector, first responders, and this is like a global effort. So we donate and do charitable acts around the world. We've done some stuff in the Philippines already. We've donated to several organizations around the world, the UK. We haven't done anything in Ukraine yet, but like America, we got stuff in Haiti going on, stuff in Guatemala, so everywhere. But yeah, our project is pretty much just full utility, healthcare, first responders.
Gotcha. Thank you. That's appreciated. No being active in the military, I appreciate what you guys are doing, especially like in the healthcare industry. That's been big during this pandemic. So I know everybody really appreciates that. All right, Omar. So Sky Token, I know you guys got some big plans going on over there.
Oh yeah, and it's hard to go after these two guys like Brandon and Sado because they already have projects that are out there that's launched and tried and tested. I wish we had something like an app that we could donate in the crypto space. That's what I'm hoping for real soon. But the Sky Token, we already see. I'm gonna be real this high level. I don't want to take too much time, but we have a mobile defense platform that any company, a building, a public space can upload their schematics or blueprints. Long story short, first responders, EMS, they'll have this updated blueprints in their tablets or laptops or whatever they have in their crews on the way to an active scene, and it just mitigates risk. Overall, this high level, we save lives. We make it easier to stop active shooters or arsons or robberies in progress. It just makes it a lot safer for people, and especially children. And that's why we wanted to have our charity set up to allow our technology to be any and everywhere. Any charity, any church, any hospital to be able to have this technology for free. So that's why we got into the crypto space, and this is amazing.
Right. Thank you for what you're doing. I know, again, being in the military, like what you guys doing, more and somewhere or another, I have a heart for everything you guys are doing. So I appreciate it. Security is a big deal, especially in the times we live in. So appreciate what you're doing on that end. Sado, you up next?
Yeah, so I mean, Charity was just founded on the purpose of we just wanted to help. I mean, so we've seen this crypto space and in the charity space, and we wanted to kind of bridge the two. So we're coming out with our own donation platform, so that way you can donate to different charities and individuals anywhere around the world. But also, I mean, one thing that kind of gets forgotten in our utilities is we also want to focus on the daycare aspect too. There's a lot of daycares out here where parents can't get their kids into respected daycares, or there's always politics like, hey, you can only make X amount of dollars, in order to get assistance. So we want to remove all the politics and just put kids in a safe space, so that way, parents can go to work and they don't have to worry about anything.
Got you. Thank you. I mean, as you all know, so donation is a huge thing. If you keep up with the war with Ukraine, they've also been using cryptocurrency to get money moving around. Charities in general is $1 billion industry. So having that platform that connects cryptocurrency to charities hasn't really been done before. I know Sado, he's definitely moving mountains to make that happen. So keep an eye out. Charities looking crazy over there. So next question. So I know this gets thrown around a lot in the charity space, but not everyone knows what it means. 501c3. What is it? Why is it so special? And how does this benefit holders? I know you guys have brought this up on several occasions, but what's so special about the 501c3 and why would it benefit your project?
Did you guys want me to go ahead? Well, on that, and the 501c it's a charity. So you're registered in that state, wherever state you're located in, as actually a nonprofit charity. So the benefit for that is with anybody that donates to a charity, they have a tax benefit. They can write off a certain allocation of that donation on their taxes too. So from my perspective, we got into this to actually for twofold, to actually help a lot of people who might have made a lot of money in the crypto space to understand and utilize some of those gains from a tax purpose, because capital gains is not a joke. And then we want to educate people on that too, to kind of learn how to make your money work for you, and essentially, while also doing good while helping other people. That's why we got into it. I mean, I don't know about like Medi and Charity, but I think we're all like-minded because we want to actually help people. I speak for all three of us. Like all of us are selfless people. Like I never met guys just in this crypto space that really genuinely care about other people. And that's why and that's the route we went for the charity, to be able to show that, look, we're not trying to make a killing off our project. We actually want our technology to be everywhere. And that's why we started our charity. But also, I'm just listening to these two guys now. I think some lineage there. I want to work with these two guys, man. They are amazing.
Yeah, man. I know all y'all like doing big things in your own way. You know, people, you guys are kind of like small, and people don't see it now or may not even appreciate it. But later on, like one day, y'all ain't gonna be so small, and then like people can realize, like, man, y'all were onto something. So, Sado, I know you've been pushing this a lot. Like, what do you think on this?
Yeah, I mean, having a 501c3, at least for us, is huge. I mean, with us having our own donation platform, when people come on there, we want to be able to provide that tax write-off. I mean, a lot of people don't even know. So when you're donating to a charity, of course, you're going to get that tax write-off. But what people don't realize is if we have our own 501c3 and they donate to an individual on our app, we can write that grant, and that donator can still get a tax write-off. So it's very crucial that, you know, we're really trying to push for that 501c3, because it's just going to come full circle. You know, you make some money in crypto, you donate, you know, you get that tax write-off, you make some more money. It's just our ecosystem. We got the whole thing planned out, and I think the 501c3 is the key aspect of it.
Right. Okay, that's nice, man. So, Brandon, you got anything else you want to add to it?
Not really much. These two guys pretty much nailed it on the 501c3 aspect and having it, and why it's important to have it for any organization, let alone like a charity project. So any project in crypto that's saying they're a charity project, or they're saying they're donating to charity, they should seriously have a 501c3, because it benefits the holders, it benefits the organization, it benefits everyone. So any project in crypto that's saying that we donate or we have charity, they should be trying to get a 501c3 for legitimacy, and just for like better their holders and better the position that they'll put themselves in. So yeah, that's kind of like why I got it, why we got it, why these guys got it. So we all are in the same mindset when we got our 501c3, or applied for it at least.
Oh, cool. I'm glad.
And Meta, just to add to that too, like with us, like in order to apply for like a 501c, and all, you have to be fully doxed. So I can tell you now, guys, anybody's listening, it's we're not out here trying to scam people or any of that crazy stuff. Like you have to go through certain thresholds and requirements to even apply for this stuff. So I can tell you right now, all three of us, we're not going to rug you in the honey pots and none of that crazy stuff. Like we're real people, as you can see. Like you go check out companies, and if you did your homework, you probably found out like everybody's name. Like I'm really Omar, that's really Brandon. Sado, once he comes to the point, you can find who he is. So we're not running, we're not trying to scam people. Like our taxes are stupid low compared to other projects, and like we really genuinely care about people, man. Like I really look at these guys as brothers. Like it's amazing this how we are as people. And like I said, this is an anomaly in the crypto space. Like I support both projects, and that's not the case usually. Like I want all of us to succeed. Now I can't stress it enough, Meta. Like I can't stress it, man.
Got you. So on that note, I know there's a lot of like competitiveness, almost borderline toxic sometimes, and like how like one person wants one project to succeed, or like, you know, my project's better than yours. But with you guys, there's like a common goal. You know, it's like a mutual, you know, end point for all of your projects. You know, all y'all coming in at the same time. You know, you're all like, you know, of the same mind. You know, you may have different end goals, but overall, like, you're all on the mutual like same page. Like, all right, we're in this together. We want everyone to succeed. So what do you think about the attitude in crypto where like, you know, everyone wants to make everything a competition? Instead, we can all work together and like benefit each other. All right, Omar, take it away.
You know what? I don't know. I just been in this crypto space for so long, and I realized like it's enough monetary means for everybody to succeed. But see, I'm different because my goal is not to become the richest guy in crypto, right? My goal is to build generational wealth for not only me and my family, but everybody that could potentially change their lifestyle. When I say generational wealth, I don't mean everybody making $1 million. It's not enough money in the world for that. But to teach people that, hey, become debt free or have goals in mind financially, we get a house, different things of that nature. So when I seen the same thing with like Sado and with Brandon, like we just clicked because I realized, like, guys, like if we all have the same common goal, we don't have to be at each other's neck. Like my project is no bigger than yours. Like I need your project to succeed too. Like we can help each other and leverage off that. So I don't know. It's just weird because I deal with a lot of people every day, and they don't have the same mentality or personalities as some of us in this crypto space. But what I've realized is that when you have great people, regardless they're in your project or not, you gravitate toward those guys. Like I can see these two my brothers. We didn't grow up together. We don't know each other outside of this crypto stuff, but they really are good people. And like I said, everywhere I go to, I talk, hey guys, look at Medi, look at Charity. They both bring something unique to this space, but if you look at us three together, that's the perfect trifecta. We pretty much cover everything. And just to see that we're just young guys that's trying to make a change, it just excites the heck out of me, man. And I know we'll be a year from now, 2 years from now. So let's go, guys.
Gotcha. Brandon, you got anything you want to add to it?
Yeah, like Omar said, man, like it's just, you know, it's crypto's it's a baby, it's an infant, you know, like you got 1.8, 1.9 trillion right now in the market. Like it's so much money that can be. There's no need for any project to be fighting with any other project. Like you'll never hear us three in our project. We'll never bash another project. Like it's no need for it. We might not like or, you know, have the same vision or like, you know, mindset of other projects, but you'll never hear us bashing any other project. Like it's no need for it, like none. So like I think it's nice to see what we're doing, and hopefully more projects can get on that same wavelength and like, you know, come together. You don't have to like every project, but everybody can be in this space and coexist, you know.
Right. Nice. Sado, you next.
Yeah, I mean, I think this space needs more positive projects, you know, so it doesn't make sense. It wouldn't align with Charity to compete with another charity project, because if the charity projects are all succeeding, you know, that's going to bring more money back to Charity or to Medi or to Sky, you know, because it's going to continue to push adoption. You know, more eyes are going to get on crypto because people are going to start turning their heads like, oh, you know, I thought crypto was, you know, a pyramid scheme. I thought it was a scam. But when they actually see projects like a Sky token or Charity or Medi, they're like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. Maybe there's something I should actually do my research on.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You know, we don't need to be like all competitive. You know, the industry is small and it's growing. You know, probably some people probably using that competition, that competitive spirit to fuel progress, but it's much more productive to go into it as a team with a common mindset instead. All right. So next question, like use cases for each of your projects. You know, I know a lot of people don't know your names. You know, whoever sees this video in the future may not know your name. So I'm gonna ask you, like, what's the use case for each one of your projects, or like, what are you up to that should get people excited in the future? All right, so Brandon, Medi token, you first.
So Medi token, our use case. So currently we got our first play to earn games going to be coming out either in this month or beginning of next month, and we'll have several play to earn games. We can earn ETH, NFTs, which will have a companion token that will be given to all holders of NFTs. So it'll be kind of like you can stake your NFT. It's not staking per se, but it's kind of like in a sense staking. You hold an NFT, you'll get the companion tokens. Future utility, we're working on a health and fitness app, but it's going to be bigger than just like a app where you can earn crypto for just like working out. Like it's going to be something where you can. I don't want to give away too much, but it's pretty much like it's going to be an app where you can like check your vitals out and stuff like that, and you can sync with other apps and other Bluetooth devices. So let's say if you're watching your blood sugar and your doctor's like, hey, you know, we got to check your levels and keep your levels under and manageable, you can use our app to link whatever device you're using to check your blood sugar to our app, and then we can incentivize you by paying you out in ETH or paying you out in Medi. Like, hey, hit your goal, hit your numbers, hit your whatever metrics you're trying to hit, your blood sugar wise, you get paid out. So that's kind of like one of the things we're working on, which is like a really big use case that we're trying to get going. There's more, but I'll let these guys talk.
Gotcha. Thank you. I know a lot of people like medical wise. I could definitely use that. You know, like fitness is always key. So not knocking any of that. I know you got some big ambitions. I can't wait to see it. All right, Omar, Sky Token. What should we be excited for in the future?
First of all, before I get into it, Medi, man, if you guys, when you pull that off, definitely that's going to be a game changer. And I can't wait to hear what Sado got working on because like I said, we talk offline. I know what's coming down the pipe. But when we say real use case, real utility, people, please trust me on this one. But Sky Token, so we already have our mobile defense platform that's actually out. See, we did things a little different. We already had the app and everything built in the background first, right? So, like I said, the app that we have is a mobile defense platform that allows, for instance, Florida, they passed a law called Lissa's Law, right? It was a young girl, Lissa Hoffman, that got killed in the Parkland shooting, right? Florida passed a bill that required panic buttons in all classrooms in Florida, right? In all schools. Pretty much, long story short, without, because you guys listen to other AMAs, this is not about Sky talking about the three of us in one, but pretty much our technology is required in all schools in Florida. And, you know, the reason we got that, for one, this our technology is really good, but we have a lot of political folks that back it. And plus, it, like I said earlier, it saves lives and it make public places and spaces safer. So just think about that. You have a technology, a crypto project that already has a technology by law that's required in the school system in Florida. Guys, like I'm just so excited about what we built. And I can tell you guys this too, because a lot of people don't know. You might see some partnerships between some of these people on this live right now too. So just stay tuned because we're always working, and you know, three heads are better than one. So we coming for some stuff, guys. But yeah, that's what we have. We have an app that's already out, and we can get, like, we'll have another AMA. We get into specifics of what we got going on, but yeah, we got some good stuff. Hopefully, I can compete with these two guys, but they got some amazing stuff too.
Gotcha. I mean, I know you think of a master plan over there. I'm excited as much as everybody else is. Speaking of master plans, Sado, I know you are the brain of a lot of operations right now. What you got going for the future of Charity? I should be excited.
Absolutely, man. I'm so stoked for the future of Charity. I mean, I don't know if people really truly understand our ecosystem. But I try to break it down, our project manager, some of the mods. So this is the ecosystem of Charity. Right now, if you take a look at donations and charity space, it moves billions of dollars every single year. And so with us, we actually did our homework. We looked around, we looked at the competition and some of the other platforms out there, and even some of the other charity platforms, which is delivering crypto. The lowest I seen was a 3.95% fee on donations being transferred in and out. We talked to a bunch of lawyers, and we're actually liable up to 10%. We're kind of fixated between 3 to 5, but we're gonna sit right now. We're sitting on 3% on every donation. We're getting the fee, which is going to be the lowest out right now on any donation on any crypto donation platform. So if you look at our ecosystem, once the donations comes in, we're going to get 3% of that. Take any number. Let's say if you look at what happened in Ukraine literally just got 60 million in crypto in 2 weeks. So if we can funnel those donations through our app and we're getting 3% of any donation, and that was just strictly for Ukraine. That's not talking about any other charity, any other individual where the money is flowing in constantly daily. So we got the 3% on the fee. We also have ad space. So anybody, any company, any token, if you want to be able to come on there and put an ad on our app and just have it, go across the top like an ad banner, that's more revenue. Even if we have a feature section where charities or tokens want to say, hey, check out, Medi token, hey, check out Sky token, or hey, check out Pepsi or Netflix, that's more revenue. So once all this revenue is kicking in, we won't even need a marketing wallet. Like, people don't even understand that. Like, once this money start kicking in, we can literally zero our taxes out and just start, solely focusing on the money that's coming from the platform. And that's not even talking about our NFTs where, we're still trying to flirt with the utility of, if you buy an NFT, and this is just something that we've been floating around. It's not something that's 100% like destined, or like, we're still trying to flirt with the idea. But if you buy one of our NFTs, we want them to be able to open up access to get like some type of like therapy or some type of access to something, so that way it's something tangible when you're buying an NFT. Like, I don't know if that's like a 20-minute space with a therapist, just so people can have some type of mental, some type of mental space in their days if they're buying an NFT, because we always want to provide some type of utility. And I think that's something that's kind of outside the box. So we're still working on the logistics of that, though.
That is really unique. This man, that's intense, man. So every time someone donates like to charity, like we're talking about millions of dollars, even billions, like it's funneled to charity, the holders of charity, they will get a percentage of that back just by holding token. But at the same time, every time they buy in, they also goes towards building out those charities and basic projects that can help with charitable causes, or help give services to people in need.
Absolutely. So I mean, with all the money that's going to be kicking back, we're going to be able to do large buybacks. If we want to do massive burns, if we want to just take that liquidity, put it into liquidity, if we want to take it and just put it into staking, like it's so many different options that we're going to be able to give back to our community. And when people talk about price right now, I just laugh, because it's like, dude, like you don't even know what's coming. Like if anybody is complaining about the price, like, oh, the price is down, price is down. And I'm like, okay, all right, yeah. I mean, the price is down, but honestly, I'm happy, because when I'm looking at my Telegram and that Bobby Buyback comes up, I see a lot of buys of like $80, $100, $200. A lot of people that can't afford as much to buy, but since the price is down, they're actually getting way more for their money. So the people that actually really need and deserve to buy in right now are getting a bargain. And so I like that the price is down. It's not, of course, we all want to see green candles. Of course, we all want to see, going to the moon. But I do know a lot of, people that can't get in, and they don't have money to be able to buy up large percentages of supply. At least now they can kind of get in and be able to be, sustainable in the future when this ecosystem does get self-sustaining.
Right, man. That utility is insane. I don't think a lot of people realize, like a lot of people see price and they just freak out, but like price is kind of relevant, because to you, like sell, it doesn't really matter. But like 6 months down the line, it could definitely matter, once that all those utilities and all that, those different functions, like once the plan comes together, and we see it all the time in crypto. One moment it's just like in the dirt, and the next moment it's to the moon. So, patience really is the name of the game here. So speaking of price though, how do you guys feel about the crypto winter we're kind of been going through? I know a lot of people have been hesitant to buy. I know a lot of excitement's kind of died down. So how y'all feel about that? Like why they should stay engaged and invested? I know all y'all rocking like rock solid projects. The hype is there. So especially for anyone watching this in the future, why should everyone stay engaged? Should like ignore the crypto winter, keep at it. Omar, what about you first? You got that little devilish smile over there.
It's so crazy, because I think now is the time when the markets is the general. These are when, and I hate to use this quote, but this is when millionaires are made, because they understand no project continues is always on the green candle, the upward trajectory, right? Even in the public sector with the stock market, nothing goes up forever, right? So you got to understand, like, learn what the dollar cost average is. And usually I think people who get into the crypto space, like, okay, let me buy in now because there's a decrease in the price, right? But DCA is anytime it takes over, like if you look at it, usually a year over time when you buy all it and you continue to decrease your average price point of that token or any investment vehicle. So I think right now is a great time to really get into a great project like the three products that we have, because you got to look at it. The meme coin, those are great, but are they going to be around a year from now when regulations come into play? When all projects have to be doxed, KYC'd, and go file for LLC or whatever the case may be. So you have companies right now that at the ground floor that actually have utilities and real use cases. That's going to be the next wave. I believe wholeheartedly, like, because I talked offline with Brandon from Medi Token. I know what they have building, and when they drop that, oh my gosh, that's a game changer. When Charity drops their app and what they're building, I'm just like, wow, that's a game changer. Once people understand what we got going on, you see SkyPath security placards all over the world. That's a game changer. So I would just tell you this: if it's something that you really believe in, you don't look at it as just solely a monetary investment. You're looking at the long term, right? I just think in the crypto space, a lot of people know a lot of people that made a lot of money real quick, right? Those are anomalies. But when you get into like a startup, what we have, great projects, oh man, it could be a year from now, 2 years from now. But as long as you believe in what we're building, it'll pay off. Just have right expectations. But we on to something big, guys. Like we getting there. We getting there. So this is a great time for people to get in that might not have, like, I'm not rich by far, but I'm going to DCA with both of these projects now. Well, I can. And I think we all are pegged to ETH anyway. So when ETH goes back up, you automatically see an increase in value portfolio for holding our tokens anyway. So once you understand those things, it makes it a lot easier to, to stomach when we're down like this.
Gotcha. So speaking of which, I know you can't say. I know Medi's over there working on a top secret plan over there. But how do you feel about the current market and like your place in it?
Current market, like, well, I'm an experienced investor, man. I got stocks and bonds and crypto. So like, it's for me, it's another day in the office, So it's just like it goes up, it goes down. Like Omar was saying, it's a cycle. Like everything in life is a cycle. So there's pumps and there's dumps and there's green candles and then you got your red candles. So it's for new investors, like Omar is saying, yeah, they're trying to get in here and get this money real quick because they're seeing these stories about, like Shiba Inu brothers put in a couple $100 and they made a couple million, which they did, right? But they got in at a dip when the cycle was like low and bad, and then they waited and then it kicked out. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's hard to. For me, I'm experienced, so I understand what's going on. But for new investors, I guess you just got to say, if you believe in the project and believe in the vision and the team, just roll with them, just rock with them, just be patient, and then don't be one of those people that, oh man, I sold out for a couple of dollars or took a loss, and then 6 months from now you're like, man, I wish I would have held.
Right, because I know everybody's going crazy like when Bitcoin took off, Ethereum took off. It took forever for those projects to hit, but once like the plan finally came together, everybody's looking crazy. Like, okay, Ethereum almost 5K in value. Bitcoin, it didn't make it, but it came close to that 100K. It did way better than anyone ever expected in a year. So, I see all you guys got all your plans, utilities in place. We're on project. I know Sky just launched and you're not even a full month old. So like imagine like 6 months from now when the plan's in place. I know your guys got like huge like partnerships and utilities that haven't even been announced yet. And I know you guys are gonna be killing it once it happens, and people will be same thing. Buy the dip while you can, because later on it may be too late. And you guys are all like top of your game. You've been in for a minute. Y'all know what's up. Sado, how do you feel about the market? I know Charity's been holding strong. I know you've been like just dusting it off. What you got over there? Like,
yeah,
how do you feel?
I'm not worried about the market at all. I mean, honestly, it's just like Brandon said. The crazy thing is, if I invest in my stocks or anybody invests in stocks, they're okay waiting, 5-10 years for a profit. But if we invest in crypto, we can't even wait, a month or two. People are already trying to sell and get into the next, coin or token. So, when I look at the market, if you look at our business plan, Sky's business plan, or even Medi, I mean, we got so many things in the works. And if you're just selling and trying to jump into the next thing, I think Brandon, like, he just hit the nail on the head. Like, yeah, you hear those stories how somebody put $100 in, and they made millions, but how did they make that million? They had to hold and wait. It didn't happen overnight. Shiba was down, it was up, then it was down, it was up, then it was down. And then right now it's been consolidating for months. So, that's how crypto is. It's a cycle. You have to learn how to hold. You can't, have it make it seem like you got ants in your pants. You gotta be calm. Just go to work. And this is what I used to do before, I was able to actually retire off crypto. And my whole premise was, what? I'm gonna invest in, a couple tokens that I really believe in. I'm gonna go to work, and I'm gonna just do the same exact thing that I've been doing. I'm not gonna worry about the charts. I ain't gonna look at the charts. And I did that for like 6 months, and I finally, made it big, and I was finally able to cash out enough for me to retire. And that's the big thing. Like, people think that it just happened overnight. They don't see the horror stories where, man, your portfolio is down 90%. You'd have no money left in your savings because everything's in crypto. But all they see is, oh, this guy is, he got money now, he's good. They say all this crazy stuff. It's a process. So I'm not worried about the market right now. I'm honestly, like I said before, I love the way it's looking right now, because now we got investors that don't have as much, especially with us, marketing in like Africa and, Asia. we really want these investors that don't have as much to be able to buy now, because they are going to profit so much when we really finally take off.
Man, that's wholesome, man. Like, that's actually a really good perspective to have. Not everyone has the money to just ape into crypto. So like during market deals like this, smaller holders get a piece. If it's like those new holders who want to jump in but can't because they feel like they missed out, now's your time. Like, whatever your favorite project is, Charity, Sky, Medi, really anything, buy the dip. It's not a meme, it's a real thing. This is where like the money is made. Like, okay, it's small, it's cheap. Okay, jump in, buy you some, then 6 months later, thank yourself later. It's really just an iceberg effect. Like, a lot of people see, the top, they don't see like everything that happens underneath the water. But those who see the big picture, they can get it, and anyone can jump into that. It's not just for like some smart investors. Like, you may not see the work, but it's definitely going on.
Yep. I would say this.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say this too. Like, all it takes is this one company, a one partnership, a one entity, a person to endorse any of these projects, right? And then it's going to take off. So I can tell you this. I think that you probably will hear these 3 projects associated with some major companies in the near future. I probably know it will be really soon, right? So I'll just advise people, this, and like you said, I don't have a Series 7. I'm not getting financial advice, but I just would tell you guys, you probably would want to hold some of our tokens. And that's just not just because we have great projects and great people that are leading these projects, but you have some big companies that really see what we're doing. And I would tell you, I'm going to say it one more time, board the train before I leave the train station, because we some smart guys now. And I think people outside of the crypto world, in the centralized world, they see what we're building and they're paying attention. And I can tell you this, just listen to me now. You might see some news coming out with all 3 of us in the big press release one day. So join it, get on the train now. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Those who know, they know.
Hey, you know. Like you said, like, there's a train. That train's here, but ain't gonna stay there forever. So y'all heard the man. So next question. Speaking of that, so for crypto legitimacy, I know a lot of people can be skeptical on the ideal of like charity and cryptocurrency, because unfortunately we do have bad actors in the industry and they're kind of giving everyone a bad name. It's a sad reality, but it's there. So I know you guys are doing your absolute best to provide real purpose, make a positive impact. I know none of you are rug pulls, which is why I cover your videos on my channel. I absolutely loved it. I love what I saw. I actually read all of your white papers, literally for Sky Token. I sat there and read the white paper. But so, like, in the future, for anyone watching this or everyone in the audience, what makes crypto charity legit? Not just your tokens, but going beyond, like, what makes crypto charity coins legit, crypto charity tokens legit? What makes, the cryptocurrency space more legit than people give it credit for? Especially for any normal people who, kind of buy through Coinbase, then they see smaller projects and get a little nervous.
I go for it. I just think what brings legitimacy and I can't say not all charity products, that I don't know. I haven't kept up with all of them, but I just know first-handly the process you have to go through to even get registered in your particular state. You have to have the LLC, you have to have a 501(c), right? So just knowing that KYC process that's done on the back end, you can't. We're not trying to do anything that's going to harm anybody, right? And also, like I talked to Brandon, I talked to Sado. I'm having my guys get certified too, just to add an extra layer of confidence in the people that support these projects, to know that, oh, these guys really took the time to not only be CEOs of their prospective projects, but they also educated. So you're not going to find a lot of devs that have certifications or really know blockchain technology on top of actually having legitimate companies and charities. All that right there, that goes to show that we're anomalies. We're a little different. And I told these guys, like, we're going to set the standard moving forward before everybody else wants to get certified or go through the proper channels of having an LLC or filing for your 501(c). Those things right there, you can't get around that. You got to go provide documentation and paperwork of really knowing who you are. And me being a compliance guy, like, I talk to these guys, like, hey, what have you guys seen? and we bounce ideas off one another that make us stronger as a cohesive unit. Because we know the church, more and more people go get into the charity space too, and we open to that. But just know we're gonna set that standard and that tone, like, hey, you better know your stuff because we ain't joking. We setting the bar real high for you guys to follow.
Right. Brandon, we got any more input you want to add to it?
Not much, man. Like Omar pretty much touched it pretty well. It's you gotta look at the project and what they're doing and how legitimate they're trying to make their. You gotta see. You gotta think. Okay, is this token? Are they looking at this token as just a token, or are they looking at this as an organization, as a business, as a corporation? And if they are, how are they handling it? You know, what steps are they doing to make it legit as if it was an actual business? And then you can find tokens, projects. If you find projects that are doing that, those are the projects you should feel good about and invest in.
Right, because it's more than just like some random crypto you found, like someone mentioned online. Like it's a real company, it's a real status. You know, they actually went through the steps. You know, it's a real entity somewhere they can trust, who's holding themselves accountable. So instead of like just some random thing you found just on Twitter. So that's really powerful to have that in your back pocket. Sado, got anything for us?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I love to preach is that like with our app, I think charity, it has to be a faster process. I mean, if you look at things like natural disasters, tornadoes, hurricanes, you know, you have people waiting weeks and months for a check to come in the mail. You know, and they can't even go back home really. So if we set up this crypto space the right way, if I set up my donation platform the right way, and that's why we're taking time, because we want this to be perfect. We don't want to rush a product, because we know when people need that aid, it needs to be like this. You know, we can't have people sitting up waiting weeks and months for a check. You know, if you donate through crypto, you know, it's gonna come within a few minutes, sometimes even seconds. So, you know, that's one of the things I seen, and that's why I really wanted to start this platform, because it brings me to tears to know that, man, it's families out there that's waiting on a check, that's waiting on some money, and they can't even buy food. You know, they can't buy water for their kids. So, you know, I think this space is absolutely needed to be merged together, so that way these payment processes can be a whole lot faster, more transparent, and a whole lot more secure.
Right. That's a really good point. Really good point that you bring that up. You know, like again, the situation in Ukraine is a perfect example, a rather unfortunate example, but is a great use case for crypto. Like, you know, because like the banking system is down, like right now, you know, long story short, it's kind of a mess. So they're using cryptocurrency to bypass all that and get that money to where it needs to go. You know, I know a lot of people on the outside are scared of crypto because, you know, they see it as a bad thing. It's one of many use cases of how crypto can legitimately help, you know, not in just a scam me get money type of way, but actually in a way of like saving lives, of like helping people in need. Simply put, cryptocurrency can bypass so many of the issues that comes to the banking system. Too many middlemen, too slow. For cryptocurrency, you just get an address, pay the fee, and there it is, seconds, minutes, time. So that's awesome, you know, for donations, or in Sky's case, where they're using it for security purposes in any building, as now mandated by Alyssa's law, which is awesome. Or in Medi's case, where you know you have a health issue, you know, Medi token. Again, I don't know, but I know they're working on some products in the healthcare space and fitness to really like help aim at using Web3 technology, using that to help benefit healthcare, benefit those in need. And you know, if you look at their website, they've already done tons of like charity events around the world. They're international, and that's not something you can discount. You know, that's a really good example of cryptocurrency doing what it's supposed to do, which is help people. So, next question. So I know, like going forward into the future, what do y'all want to see from cryptocurrency? You guys, this could be anything, whether it's your own project or just in space. You know, for 2022, what are y'all excited for in cryptocurrency? Omar, go ahead.
This innovation, man. Like I think all of our projects found something that was out there, but we're finding ways to improve on that. And that's what I'm super excited about. Just the innovation that this blockchain technology brings. Just the brain power that's coming behind some of these projects, right? I'm just excited. Honestly, I'm waiting for Charity's app to come out. I'm ready for Medi and their app. Oh my gosh, like all this stuff it's like stuff that we need, and we're building something, bringing something that nobody else is doing right now. Like all this stuff, they have apps in the centralized space, what is crypto related. So we found something that was fragmented and improved upon that. So that was I'm excited about finding something that's already out there, but reinvent that and make it better, right? Just think about cars. Tesla 7 years ago, 8 years ago, nobody thought cars would be self-driving. So when you have projects like what Charity's doing, and you can donate in crypto, and it's to be instantaneous, like you said, seconds and minutes, it's cheaper. And I've worked in the banking sector for so long, so I know the fees that come and you can wait 3 days for a while. Like it's crazy, right? Then what Medi is doing, they have an app and you actually could do like certain things, the deliverables, and you earn crypto from that. Dude, I'm going to get in shape. It's going to keep me on target on what I need to do, but also know I'm getting paid to do that. That's genius, guys. Like, man, I'm just excited to even know these two brothers. Honestly, man, I mean, I salute both of them. And guys, I know we're going to do something really great. I think a lot of people might not see it because we're in this meme coin hype, and I'm not mad at people making their money, but definitely, guys, pay attention to really good projects with real use case, and just pay attention to us, because I love we're being innovative. We're changing the narrative. We actually bringing things that nobody has ever done in the crypto space and bringing it mainstream. And man, I'm excited about the future of what this whole space is going to transition to.
Right, especially like in Medi's case, like I don't think a lot of people realize like fitness is $1 billion industry.
Oh,
So Medi can if Medi can get crypto to tie back into that, that's incredible. So regardless how you feel, like that's not a meme, that's a real purpose, because fitness is a real thing we all need, even though we're more technology centric than ever. So just keep that in mind. So Brandon, speaking on that note, what you got? What are you excited for 2022, whether that's Medi, crypto, or anything in general?
Crypto, I think I'm excited for, like Omar was saying, innovation. And I'm hoping that there's more awareness and people are start to more adapt crypto into their everyday lives. I'm really looking forward to government regulations, because even though people shy away from all that, they're like, oh, we don't want the government in here. Nah, you really do want the government in here. So I'm looking forward to that kind of stuff, man, because that's going to help crypto boom and blossom, because I think a lot of like the everyday investor and a lot of organizations, a lot of big companies, they don't want to get into this DeFi space at all. But if they know some regulations behind, I can see a big major healthcare organization jumping in and backing Medi. I'm saying? I can see a big charitable organization backing up Charity. I can see, well, Omar, Sky Token, they already got people backing them already. So, but the thing is, though, I'm looking forward to regulations and I'm looking forward to innovation. And, I'm hoping that the crypto space can kind of come together as one as well.
That's what's up, man. Speaking as a government worker, it's not entirely a bad thing, but I get it. Right. Sado, what you got, man? What you excited for Charity or cryptocurrency?
I just think the whole space as a whole. I'm really ready to see a lot of more. Like right now, I feel like there's a lot of legit projects coming out, but I think we should really start turning up the heat. It's a lot of projects that's coming out, and they don't have a white paper, or they don't have a website. Certain things that you can kind of expect, and like Brandon said, with regulation, I think that's going to turn up the heat on a lot of these newer projects. And it's, things are going to be a lot smoother. Things are going to be a lot better for the space overall. We might see less rug pulls. And, I'm all about crypto education. So if you ever see me on like a Twitter space, or, especially anything that has to do with education, like that's very important to me, because at the end of the day, I've been there. I've had nothing, and if people are getting got, or people are, losing money, I'm all for jumping in that space and sharing what education I may have learned, because at the end of the day, what I may have learned could help, someone in that space. And if it's only one person, then I joined that space for the right reason. So like I said, I think, just overall, I think it just be better. I can't wait to see it. And I can't wait to see, my app finally out there and just the ecosystem running and just helping people all around the world.
Gotcha. So last question. So this will be my last one. Then I'm opening it up to the audience, but them ask their questions. Then we'll probably cut it off on there. So Going forward, I know all you guys got big things. So the big shield for all three of you, what do you got coming? Like you have to say, why should I buy your project right now? So like, we're gonna go with that. So like Sky, Medi, Charity. For me as a new holder who don't know squat, why should I buy your project right now? And start off with Brandon on this one.
Why buy it right now? Well, the price is low, and there's, I mean, the price is low. It's a good price to get in right now. Great price point. Future utility, and what my team stands for. Like I say, man, we got some pretty dope stuff, man. We're working on, man. Like the health and fitness app, that's going to be a game changer. I want that app to be something whereas it's not just fitness, is on another level. I want to be able to get that app into hospitals, clinics, health professions. I want to be able to talk to doctors and say, hey, look, if we can partner with your office to help your patients follow whatever health guidelines they need to follow, and we'll pay them out. If we can get that on a grand scale, that's awesome. And we got another thing we're working on that's kind of metaverse related. Whereas I want to be able to provide training. So like, I want to be able to provide like a VR training, so people can experience what a doctor does or the nurse does. So like maybe you experience what a doctor does when it comes to doing a checkup to a patient, or maybe you experience what a procedure is, like a heart transplant. So I'm trying to get that stuff going on in the metaverse sense as well. So I'm working on two things right now, which would be like, man, dope. So I don't know, man. Just buy some Medi, man.
Yeah, I like that attitude, man. Like I know you guys are pushing hard. I know Medi holders are like they blowing it up in TG. I know you guys have been putting in that legwork, going around the world, donating, doing charity works. Like I know y'all went to the Philippines after they got hit by the hurricane earlier this year, and y'all actually put in the work and helped them out. It's a section of the world that most people, especially if you're like American side, probably don't think about. But seeing that in action, that for me really like feels good because a lot of people give crypto a bad name, like it's all a scam or fake or blood pools, whatever. But y'all actually went out there and did that. No one told y'all. Y'all just went out there and made it happen. So that's awesome. Omar, I know Sky. I know Sky has some good stuff coming up, man. So like, what you got? Like,
I mean,
why should I buy Sky?
Just because it's, for one, we don't make a lot of money. We tell you like it's so much, man. But I keep it short and sweet. We make public places safer. We save lives, and that's it. I mean, honestly. And I'm hearing what Brandon is working on. Dude, we might have to talk, because if you're working with hospitals and public spaces and stuff like that, we might could get our technology in those facilities too. And also, I heard Sado talking about daycares. Guys, no brain. We're going to protect those facilities and locations for you guys. So let me know when Danes get going, and we'll make it happen. But just us, we make public places safer. We save lives, and we have the technology that does that. Which I want you guys. I want to fly all you guys up to Rhode Island and come see the technology in person, bro. It's amazing, right? And I think we'll do that. I'm poor. I ain't say though yet. My investments tied up in crypto, like with Brandon. You know what I'm saying? But I'll do that because that's how we help each other, man. And even you, man. I think you actually, we have a location, our headquarters in Rhode Island, so we'll make that happen for all you. But yeah, we make public places safer. Like I said, we'll have, I guess we'll do a intimate AMA with you guys individually, just to kind of go over my project with you guys so you can understand what we're building. But we make public places safer, and once you see the technology, you understand that I really mean that.
That's awesome, man. Can't wait to see what you guys do in the future. I know you've been hinting at it for a while about that train. So again, trains for Medi, train for Sky. Hop on for it's too late. Same for Charity.
For this, I tell you this, because I love what Charity is doing. I love what Medi is doing. You might see some big news come with all three of our names in a really big press release, because I love what these brothers are doing. It makes me happy, man, that we have great projects out here that have real utility. And just be on the lookout. You're gonna see something real big. And I'm gonna say it one more time. Board that damn train. I'm gonna tell you this. Trust me.
Yo, you trying to drop a bomb out here? Like what? Like is that big?
I ain't dropping no bombs, but yeah, this listen to me. You know, anybody that knows me, like I'm 100%. I'm transparent. I don't sugarcoat stuff. Just be on the lookout for some good stuff downstream for all three projects. Real huge stuff.
Got you, man. Thank you for your time and thank you for everything you're doing over there. I know security is a big industry. You know, we live in a tough reality where we kind of have to like play it safe. You know, it's not something to play around with. And thank you for the innovation what you guys are bringing to security space.
And you
So,
one day,
Sado, you up?
matter one day, it's so crazy because each one of our projects are so different, but they align with one another, and that's what I love. You know, what Medi has a certain lane that they're in, what Charity has a certain lane that they're in, what we have a certain lane. But you put us together, we a monster, man. So any other project too that wants to come join a great group of people, we're here. It's all about collaboration and it's being open and friendly to everybody. Like I said, I don't care if you don't like my project or not. If you have a great project, I'll still support it. Simple as that.
That's up, man. That's real. Like, you know, you don't have to like or hate a project. The thing is like a good project is a good project. You can hear like, man, Charity is a brand new holder.
Oh yeah, I think you're getting rugged. I don't know if it's going out on my screen. I was like, I don't know if I can hear nothing. But I didn't hear that question. What did you say?
No, it cut for a minute. I don't know what happened there. But Charity, so say I'm brand new holder, you know, why should I buy in? Why should I be hyped and excited for Charity? I know you already gave us a bunch of good reasons, but like one more time, because after this, I'm opening it up to the audience. You know, why should we be excited for Charity? Why would I buy it right now? Why should I buy it?
I mean, same thing with what Brandon said earlier. I mean, the price is real low. I mean, I don't see it going any lower than this. And like I said, you know, I'm not worried about price action. I'm more so worried about what I'm trying to implement. And, you know, I feel like any project out there, if you're a developer, you know, and you're worried about price, then why did you become a developer? You know, clearly there's a mission, there's a goal that was put in place. That should be your main focus. You know, you shouldn't be focusing on price. You shouldn't be focused on people buying, people selling, because at the end of the day, people gonna buy, people gonna sell. I can't force them not to buy. I can't force them not to sell. You know, I would never tell that person to, hey, hold. You know, do what you want to do. You know, as long as you do your research and you find something that you're comfortable in and you want to invest and you want to hold, that will be my advice. And, you know, I would never, ever, you know, convince somebody to say, hey, you know, buy X amount of dollars of Charity. You know, I want you to do your research and it's something that you really, really want to invest in, then by all means. But what we have coming up is, like I said, the donation platform in our ecosystem. You will be buying in pre-ecosystem. So, you know, we don't even have our ecosystem out and running yet. So you're getting it dirt cheap. And then once this ecosystem is out and running, you're going to be making money just off the ecosystem alone. Like, you know, and that's not even counting our NFTs and any other streams of revenue that we will have. And we also have the daycares. I mean, we got the NFTs. Our NFT collection should be coming out within the next couple of months, and that's going to be dope too. And like I said earlier, I want to have some dope utilities with it too. And we just got a lot of stuff. You know, we try to think outside the box. We really don't want to, you know, and I'm not knocking any project that come out with a swap or, you know, or a wallet. But, you know, we've been saying that 1,000 times. You know, I kind of want to think outside the box and just do some things that's different in the space, because at the end of the day, if we're thinking outside the box, that's going to push adoption and kind of push, you know, some of our peers, you know, to the side, like, hey, you know, you got to step it up. You know, we're not doing wallets and swaps no more. You got to come with a unique idea. So, I mean, I think, you know, if you do buy into Charity, you know, it'll be a great investment. And like Omar said, this is not financial advice.
Right. Again, like crypto is volatile. We all know what you all know what you're doing. You know, be responsible. Again, nothing in here should be construed as such. You know, we're all smart people and adults. Make wise personal decisions. Invest. Research before you invest. But thank you, man. You know, that's a really good attitude to have. Like Charity, Medi, Sky, they're all doing these big things. You know, they're stepping the bar up for what should be for crypto. And not just like, you know, memes, hype, burns, but like really outside utility, real world utility that people can use to actually better their lives, improve themselves, while also helping you out on the side. So enough about me. I'm gonna open this up to the audience. So if you guys got any questions, leave them in the comments. I'm gonna start posting them up here and let them answer.
I gotta say, Medi does plan on doing a swap and a wallet. So, my bad.
But you got a whole ecosystem over there, Maddie, man. It ties into one another.
Yeah, it does. You know, but the main thing is always you got to find something that's innovative. Like all three of us got innovation. It's not just like we're not going to some same lane. Like you say, oh, we got a swap, or we got stuff that's going to be innovative. So I think any project that has innovation and expressing that innovation, that's a project you got to jump on.
Right, like innovation is a beautiful thing. It's like it's one of those things you underappreciate at first, but again, like Bitcoin, innovative. Nobody appreciated it, then look what happened. Or Blockbuster, you know, people thought that was gonna be around when Netflix, they were crowning Netflix on it. The internet, you know, innovation is like it scares people at first because it's new.
Yep.
And then, you know, fast forward 5-10 years, it's normal. You know, even like the first iPhones, like people had doubts about those because we were doing Blackberries back then. You know, so we're kind of in that same stage. People get it, but you know, it takes time for that innovation, that understanding to come around.
Yep. Takes time. And in crypto, man, innovation takes time, and a lot of people don't have that patience. So they see it, they hear it, they're like, okay, sounds good, but
yeah,
it's not right now. So they miss out on something that's great. So it's I just hope whoever's watching this, they realize that innovation is not something that happens in a few days or a few weeks. It could take 6 months, it could take a year, but as long as you just believe in whatever you're holding, you'll be all right.
Yeah, and to piggyback off that too, also, I mean, look at the guys that we have up here. Everybody, you can tell where our heart lies. Like we're really good people, like genuinely, like we're good people trying to do the right thing, trying to solve real world problems, right? That right there alone, I tell people, I don't just invest in projects just because, like, we all know, do your own research, due diligence is different depending on the person, right? But I actually look at the people that's behind it. Like if I could call Sado and be like, hey man, I got a question on this. He actually would answer. It don't matter what time it is. The same with Brandon. Like I could call these guys, hey, what's up with this about this? And they answer like totally transparent about everything, right? So those the products I buy into. Like the people that I know, these are what I call long-term hosts. Because I know a year from now, like I said, if you look at some of the bigger projects like ADA, VChain, and look at their 52-week charts, look at their 5-year charts, it took steady growth, right? So it's the same thing with these three projects right here. Like you didn't see any big massive pumps. And like I said, I've been in this space for so long, I can tell you guys all types of stuff about manipulation. And like I looked at both the projects and they're legitimate, like doing things the right way. So these are the projects that you definitely want to get into. And just understand, like, look at the people that's behind it. Like we all have great agendas to help other people. You could tell you don't see us walking around with Rolexes and flexing like I'm like I don't care about that stuff, man. I'd rather everybody else be, like I said earlier, I just want everybody else to get into great projects and potentially make some money that could potentially change their lifestyle, just financial well-being. And I think supporting us three, we could potentially get you there. I'm not saying that you will because we never know, but just know where our heart lies and what we're trying to do in this space. And that right there should be my, hey, just support the people behind it.
Right. So, I mean, yo, like I know I spoke to all three of you individually, and it's extremely like mind blowing just how transparent you all are. You know, to have that type of access, because you know, in a regular instance, you're not supposed to have that much access to like a company's like CEO. Like that's unheard of. Or CCA, you know, you're just kind of like in a waiting line, and usually you have to go through like 10 different channels. You ever want to achieve that sort of access. But you know, you guys are transparent. You know, you got questions, you can hit them up. You got faces to a name. You're not hiding behind a profile pic or you know some Shiba Inu or NFT. You know, these guys are here. You know, they've got companies in the making, and they got big utilities in the way, big projects. And yo, like if anyone just got questions, feel free to like refer them to this video. Like, you know, I'm thankful and blessed and humbled that all three of you made time, get in the same space together, take on my questions, entertain the audience, and basically be here for a small, humble channel. So thank you for your time. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate everything you guys are doing. Keep the faith. I know I will. I know you all are doing so too. And let the market barter you. You have three great projects to choose from. All of them are killing it in their own way. And yeah, that's all I got. You know, so thank you for showing up to AMA. I appreciate everyone that's here, the audience, the guests, and yeah, tune in next time. I appreciate you all. Have a good day. Stay safe.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Meta. Thank you, guys. You guys have a good one.
Let's get it.
You too.